Hello, everybody. Wow, it's hard to believe, we're in week 7, heading into our last week of class. Everybody's done excellent work so far. One thing I wanted to address about discussion assignments. We don't have a discussion this week, so we got time to pause a little bit. And I wanted to just take a moment. Because even though we don't have many discussions left, you're going to have them in virtually every class that you have here at Southern New Hampshire University. Okay, here is the thing. If you don't know this, right? You can write the discussion assignments divided into an initial post and a response, and you're supposed to respond or engage 2 of your classmates. Doesn't have to be substantial, right? Okay, if you don't respond, I am required by Southern New Hampshire University to give you a 0 on engagement, okay? It's a requirement. It's a mandate. Just as you're mandated to respond to discussions to your classmates, you're also mandated to respond. I'm mandated to grade you to see that your responses are reasoned and that you've done them at all. I tend to give you a lot of latitude. If you've taken a stab at responding, you get full value for it. You've read your classmates' responses, engaged them, but you don't think that because you could write the best initial post in the world with a bunch of references and think that, oh, this is going to make up for that. No, I don't have the latitude to do that. I'm required, mandated. They direct me. It's part of my job. I'm contractually obligated, right, to give you a 0 if you do not respond to your classmates. Okay, now I don't know what your experience has been in other classes, but this is a Southern New Hampshire University criteria across every class that you take where there's a discussion. Criminal justice classes, human services classes, psychology classes, political science and anthropology, my colleagues who I work with the closest here, and every class, every sociology class, in the curriculum, you have to respond to your classmates for full value. If you don't, per assignment, okay, the best that you can do is 70%. Okay, so you can write the best possible, and some of you written wonderful initial posts, well documented, well crafted, and I don't like having to give a 0 and for you not to get full value. But unless you respond to your classmates, unless whatever the reason is, you can only get 70% for these discussion assignments. So and that's true. I don't know what if people are not doing that, if other instructors are not doing that, then they're not fulfilling what's a mandate. It's a Southern New Hampshire University mandate. Why? What's the reasoning behind this? These are 8-week online classes, right? And you notice that we don't have a discussion. We don't this week. Every week you're working very hard, I think, on your final projects. So, basically, if you don't engage your classmates, that's part of the framework for the class. It replaces like a discussion if it says a Zoom class in real time, or it was a physical class where I stand up. It would be a little different. We would have a chance to discuss it. We don't. This is the only way we can engage one another and establish what's called a community of practice in terms of learning. It's called you will engage these in your other classes, but please keep this in mind as you move forward here at Southern New Hampshire University. Always respond to, even if no matter how brief, to at least 2 of your other classmates. Thanks a lot. And best of luck with your final projects. I know they're going to be great given the excellent work that you've done on your milestone.